Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your 2025 yearly horoscope. We start with Mars still in retrograde motion in the sign of Leo, and on the 6th, 7th of the month, Mars will move into Cancer, where it will stay in this motion until the 23rd of February. All right, so that's your eighth house. When Mars is retrograde, the planet of action, drive, motivation, courage, it's quite difficult to stay productive, motivated consistently. So you might have to implement a little bit more effort if you feel like you need to have a rest, you need to have a break, then go for it, because this will probably help you to maintain that productivity that it's quite difficult to achieve during the retrograde phase of Mars. With Mars retrograde in your eighth house, this could be about receiving payments that were overdue, and they might be finally deposited into your bank accounts. A great time for having a closer look at your statements, at your bank statements, at your financial statements, credit card statements, for example. And overall, this is when you might be also reviewing your financial situation when it comes to shared and joint resources in your household, in your partnership. With Mars retrograde here, this is also a time when you might be also reevaluating your close relationship, whether with your partner, whether an intimate relationship, whether a business partnership. Now, here on the 29th of January, on the other hand, the nodes will change signs. The North node will move into Pisces and the South node will move into Virgo for 18 months. So we will also have eclipses to further activate the houses where Pisces and Virgo are present. That's your ninth, fourth, and the 10th house. So here, the North node is in Pisces in the fourth house, and the South node is in Virgo in the 10th house. There's a lot happening in your area of home. So clearly, you're building a more solid foundation for yourself, for your future. And the North node is here. So the North node will support you, and the North node will help you to move forward with a specific home-related goal or idea. With the South node, this is about implementing more effort, more energy into achieving a specific objective connected to career, retirement, your retirement, for example. But overall, with the nodes transiting your area of home and career, retirement for the next 18 months, many Sagittarius rising individuals will be undergoing changes in these areas of life. So you could be moving to a different home, house, you could be buying or selling. And this could be also related to generally not even moving or selling or anything like that, just staying where you are, but maybe renovating, refurnishing, adding an extension. There is a need for a change here. Saturn has been staying here since March the 7th, 2024. And now with the nodes and eclipses, you will have a need to implement the necessary changes to find more happiness and fulfillment in your home area, as well as in your career area. So this could be about starting a brand new job, a brand new role, starting your own business, returning back to work after your maternity leave, for example. Whatever it is here, the eclipses, when they activate these important areas of life, they usually indicate major shifts in our life along with the eclipses, because the eclipses accelerate the timeline. So if you want something to happen, then you wait until the eclipse very often, and then things suddenly happen, and so unexpectedly and so quickly. So you've got two eclipses in your career area, outside world, public persona, retirement age as well, depending on your age and life phase. And you've got one eclipse in Pisces. So we've got a lunar eclipse in Pisces, similar to the one we had in September 2024, so just a few months ago. And that's your area of home. So think about what happened in the area of home in September, because you will be yet again reinventing this area of your life in September 2025. Now, this lunar eclipse also connects to the new moon that occurred this year in February, March, end of February, beginning of March. So also think about that home and family area, how it was activated, what happened, what new intentions you set into motion. Now with the career, outside world, public life, where the South Node will be present. That's where you will have two eclipses in March. There's a lunar eclipse, and then in September, a solar eclipse. So something is coming to an end while something else is being initiated, and you're starting a brand new chapter here in this area of your life. Right, so we'll also have the final eclipse in Aries, and that will be at the very end of March, around the 29th at 8 degrees, and that's your fifth house. So some brand new beginnings related to your creative side of life, the romantic side of life. Some Sagittarius rising might be giving birth, getting pregnant, conceiving, but this could be also about a brand new goal, a brand new objective. Maybe you want to be a freelancer. Perhaps this could be about a new client as well, a new passion, a hobby, whatever it is. This is happening here in March. Right, so we've got 3 Mercury retrogrades this year. The first, all of them are in the fire signs primarily. And we've got Aries, of course, Leo and Sagittarius, and that's your 5th house, and your 9th house, and your 1st house. So you'll be re-evaluating your goals this year on a bigger scale, your direction, the direction you're heading. You'll be questioning yourself, not once, not twice, but many times, to make sure that you are in alignment with where you're supposed to be moving forward to. So this could be also about revisiting your beliefs, your life philosophy, your life principles as well, your skills, your talents, self-expression. So it's very personal to you and to that internal side of life, of what you think of yourself, of your confidence, how you appear to others, your physical appearance, your beliefs, your worldviews, this sort of thing. So there's a lot going on in your mind this year, a lot going on in your mind as you kind of bring a shape and form to your internal reality. Now we've got Venus retrograde this year as well. We had a break from Venus retrograde in 2024. It isn't the case in 2025. Venus is retrograde in Aries and in Pisces between March and April. And that's your 5th and the 4th house. So here again, you might see yourself returning to your old hobbies, interests, but this is also connected to reconnecting with romantic partners as well. This could be very much the case. Romance is in the air without a doubt, but maybe for those who are in relationships, this could be about maybe addressing some issues that have been overlooked in the past. That's Venus retrograde. But I think this could be also about returning to some old ideas, creative interests as well. Right. Now we also have a few interesting outer planets changing signs this year. It's a big year. We've got Jupiter moving into Cancer in June until June 2025. So that's your 8th house. So overall, with Jupiter in Cancer, you gain financially through other people's support and help. So this could be about someone else offering you a job, a role, a contract, an opportunity even. This could be also about some financial gains through investments, through partnerships, through bonuses, commissions, the government scheme. So generally Jupiter in the 8th house gives you luck when it comes to gains, finances, resources that come through not through your own efforts, but through the help of others, through other people's support, generosity. And then we've got Saturn in Aries, May 25th until September the 1st. So a little taste of what you can begin to expect from 2026. And that's your 5th house. And we also have Neptune coming here until October. Here again, another little taste of quite long transit of Neptune between 2026, 2039. So you will have 2 opposing energies in your area of creativity, romance, children, self-expression, because Saturn is all about structure, discipline, and with Saturn in the 5th house, which I've just had as well myself, there isn't much time for fun. Life becomes quite serious, and there's fun, but it's not as frequent as maybe you're used to. It's more with Saturn here, you have a chance to bring form and shape. Here again, I'm saying the same thing, but form and shape and structure to something that you've been taking care of building, whether this is your project, your passion, your hobby, your business, something generally that you can really, really work on very, very hard, because Saturn gives you a lot of kind of self-discipline, self-control as well. So this is about bringing structure to generally your parenting style, the romantic side of life, the creative side of life. And this could also indicate that your approach to romance might change completely, and you will become more serious, more cautious, yes, because of Aries, maybe you want to rush, maybe you're impatient at times when it comes to these romantic aspects of life. And with Saturn here, you take a step back. You want to be sure before you fully commit. You don't want anything superficial, and you want to take your time. You seek serious commitment, serious hobbies, serious interests. Here, when it comes to your parenting style, this could also be about implementing new structures, new rules. And here comes Neptune. So Neptune is, while Saturn is about boundaries and structure, Neptune is not about boundaries at all. It's about lack of boundaries, lack of structure. Neptune will really boost your creativity, boost that creative side of your life. You need to watch out, because during this transit, you might also attract people into your life, especially romantic partners, who might want you to act as their savior. So perhaps they might struggle with alcohol consumption, and you'll act as someone who will rescue them from their addiction, for example. It might not be something that you want to handle or you can handle. So you might be stuck in this kind of situation. It's also about setting healthy and clear boundaries when entering any romantic relationships, in order to avoid this kind of situations. But we will discuss this transits more profoundly closer to the day. Finally, Uranus will move into Gemini, into your seventh house, and you've got about 7 to 8 years of Gemini energy, Uranian energy in your relationships. So what this means is there's a shakeup going on in the relationship area of your life. If you're single, then prepare yourself, because there will be relationships. There will be at least one relationship that will appear as a result of this transit quite unexpectedly. Uranus in the seventh house could be about meeting people online, or in unusual circumstances, unexpectedly, suddenly. There is a lot of erratic energy. You attract people who are slightly different to your usual types during this transit. But at the same time, it's not easy to establish stability or stable, long-lasting relationship during this time. Very often because you want freedom, or your partner wants more freedom. So it's not an easy one. As with any transiting any house, it's just fresh and new energy that you need to get used to, adapt to. I've just had this transit, and I'm in the final phase of this transit. So there's a lot of instability. But at the same time, if you've been overly codependent up until now, or if you still are, then Uranus will change that, because you will become very independent during this transit. And to the point that if you feel like you're codependent and your partner is too independent, and if you feel like you're always chasing him, then this could turn around completely, because you'll demand your freedom and autonomy during Uranus in the seventh house transit. And then, the roles might reverse. And so overall, yes, lots of unstable and unexpected energies, but it can be also beneficial, as I said, with it can break that cycle of being overly codependent as well. And as I said, for those who are single, then we will likely meet someone during this transit, because Uranus shake things up. Your approach to love becomes different. You're attracted to different kind of people. You want more freedom. You want more autonomy during this transit. And there's a little bit of that rebellious energy, but we'll explore it further closer to the date. In the meantime, have a great year, have a productive year, and until the next time, bye for now.